Hey guys, this is Smriti. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about the newest holiday launches, and I'm going to keep it pretty simple and I say yes or no to all the new launches that are coming. I'm going to be very choosy, very picky, very judgy of all these releases. So if you're interested in the new holiday launches for 2021 and if you want to see what interests me and what doesn't, then please keep on watching. So let's start off with the yes things that we've already reviewed on this channel, and the first one would be Glamlite Happy Hour collection. So out of which I picked out the Dirty Martini palette because that really called out to me, and the review, the swatches, the two looks using this palette is already on my channel and I absolutely love it. Let me tell you very clearly, and I'm glad that this is in my collection. And if you guys are not into greens and if you just want like one palette just to enter greens, I think this is a great palette for that. It has some beautiful greens that complement medium tan skin tones. I personally am not a big green person, but that surprised me to another level. So yes for Glamlite Happy Hour collection from me. 2 thumbs ups. Let's talk about the thing that we are not going to try, and that would be Natasha Denona's Mini Metropolis palette and the Baby Glam palette. Now, the shades that are there in the palette, I think I can get it from the collection that I have. If you're looking for any particular shade, I think all those shades have been done, and she has released those palettes already in the past. So we're not getting any new palette from her, which I would be eyeing very much. I recently did try Natasha Denona's Coral palette and I have a look using this palette on my channel already. I love the quality, I really do. I seriously feel her creamy mattes and her shimmers are absolutely wonderful. It doesn't seem that much pigmented, but on the eye it looks stunning. So I was a very big fan of that. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to buy every Natasha Denona palette that's going to come in the market. I'm going to wait for a color story that really calls out to me. But Mini Glam and Mini Metropolis would not be for me. Now let's talk about another palette that I already reviewed on my channel, and I was head over heels on this. And this was the newest Pat McGrath Holiday palette. And this is her 2021 holiday release. The shades are beautiful, it's amazing, it's wonderful, it's pigmented, it's dimensional. You can create so much out of this palette. I've already done 5 looks using this palette on my channel. I have done another look when I reviewed this palette on my channel. You get so much. I know it's a little on the pricier side, it is $78, but you get a lot and Pat McGrath quality shadows. This palette doesn't have the Blitz Astral shadows, but you get absolutely great dimensional shadows from her in this, especially this green, this blue. The favorite shade for me in this palette is this one. What is this called? This is called Bronze Nova, and this looks like a bronze shade, but it has like a pink shift to it. I am a big fan of this palette. I definitely would recommend that. Now let's talk about a palette that I'm not going to buy, and that would be the Hourglass Face palette. Now there's nothing wrong in that palette. It definitely did capture my attention, but I feel if you have any 2 holiday palettes from Hourglass, you can get those redundant shades. I do have the Sculpture Unlocked palette in my collection, and I don't think when you have a face palette that works for you, like a face powder with a bronzer and with like 2 kind of blushes, I don't think you can get much variety out of another face palette. And those are costly. Those are like $80 a palette, and this time she came out with like for a deeper version also, which I appreciate absolutely. But right now, because there are so many releases happening in like the holiday season, I'm going to pick and choose my very best. So Hourglass would not be in my collection. Now let's talk about Beauty Bay eyeshadow palette, and this is the holiday palette that they are releasing for 2021, and it is their Age of Opulence palette. I again did a review and 2 looks using this palette. This is a stunning palette if you're looking for like purples and blues and greens and neutral tones in your collection. These are deep, dark, grungy shades, very inky, pigmented, and easily blendable. I am a big fan of Beauty Bay eyeshadow palettes. This is the first palette that I own, and for the amount, this is definitely worth it. This is like $20. I know Beauty Bay palettes are like $15 or $20 according to which palette you're getting, but this is definitely worth the money. Now let's talk about Too Faced. Too Faced are releasing, they always do release like holiday palettes every time, every year. I am not gonna pick anything from Too Faced like the holiday palettes. I also did not pick out their cinnamon roll eyeshadow palette. I did have their pumpkin spice palette from last year, which I absolutely enjoy. I personally felt that the cinnamon roll palette was very neutral, and those were all the shades that I already have in my collection. So I'm not here for redundant shades. I want some newness in the market. I want some newness in the industry. So for that reason, Too Faced, I'm gonna say goodbye to, no to, for now. But I would highly recommend their lip kits, which are like $25, and they give like 4 minis. I did pick out their lip kits from last year, and the shades seem very similar. They have like one red shade, one pinky nude shade, one like brownie nude shade, one like brown caramel shade. I think their lip kits are absolutely worth it. I still use them all the time. I absolutely love the shades that they include. So if you have last year's lip kit, I don't think you would need it. But if you are looking for a lip kit, because I personally feel you don't go over a lipstick, so I would highly recommend, if you're looking for like variety of lipstick, I think you won't go wrong with that. Now let's talk about Anastasia Beverly Hills Primrose palette. Now you guys, if you are a regular watcher on my channel, you know I duped the Primrose palette on my channel. I'll link it in the iCards above. I don't know how much I can link in the iCards above. If it's not in the iCards, I will link it in the description box below for you guys. But I did dupe that palette using the palette that I had in my collection, and it is very neutral eyeshadow palette, like a rosy palette. So I would just give you a hint if you just want to know. If you guys do have like Laura Lee Los Angeles Nudie 2 palette, I think you have majority of the shades in your collection already. So yeah, for me, I would say no to ABH, but I am a big fan of ABH. Actually, the eyeshadow that you're seeing on my eyes is from ABH, and it is their ABH Norvina 5. 5 looks using that palette would either be already on my channel or it is coming very soon. So yeah, stay tuned for that. But yeah, let's move on to a palette. It is not their holiday palette, and I'm talking about Orange Eye. It is not their holiday palette that they released with 3 influencers, Judy, Fancy Face, and Annette's Makeup Corner. But I am drooling over those palettes. I really, even though it's been quite some time that those palettes have been released, it still piques my interest. And I love those palettes that can still pique my interest even after a long time they have been released. So I would keep my eye on the Black Friday deal. If they keep the Black Friday, which I hope they keep, the Black Friday sale like last time, which was 40% off site-wide, and if that applies to those palettes, those would be in my collection. I highly want to try those Orange Eye, and I've heard great things about that palette from every influencer review that I have seen. So I would highly anticipate the Black Friday deal and get it if I can, for sure. Next, let's talk about a brand that I absolutely love, and that is Makeup by Mario. He recently released a line of nude lipsticks and nude lip liners, which I'm again drooling over. It would be a dream if I can get into Makeup by Mario's PR list. It would be a dream. I really want to try everything from him. I love his bronzer. I love his highlighter. You guys have seen me like drooling over his products. Like, I absolutely love his products, and I really think that Mario really knows the undertones of the products that he releases, and those lipsticks look absolutely gorgeous. I would definitely pick out 1 or 2 shades, maybe in the Sephora VIB sale or anytime. I would definitely, but right now I am like full with like lipsticks. So I'm not like in a rush to pick it out, but I will definitely do. Now let's talk about Sigma Beauty. Now you guys know I absolutely love Sigma Beauty. I have almost all the palettes that they have released, except their early palettes. And right now, recently they did come out with Cinderella palette. I didn't pick that out just because there was a lot of palettes in the market which I really wanted to test out, the brands that I really wanted to test out, of which I've never tested out before. So I did not pick that palette out, but I do not doubt their formula one little bit. Oh, one little bit. That reminded me of Dr. Seuss. If you guys are mothers, you know. But yeah, I absolutely do not doubt their formula or their quality at all. I'm pretty sure if you would get that palette, if that color story speaks to you, you would absolutely love it. I have no doubts in it. But this time, I'm going to skip over that palette just because I am like flooded with palettes in my hand right now, which I cannot even review it for you guys. That's how much palettes I have in my collection. So let's move on to Wayne Goss. Now, Wayne Goss came with like a old Hollywood style eyeshadow palette with like 6 eyeshadow palette. Again, Wayne Goss is luxury brand. All those shades again are redundant in my collection, but that palette looks absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. I would love to try one Wayne Goss palette in the near future, but this would not be that, just because I have those shades in my hand. But that definitely gave me like a double take look on his palette. I would say for his collection, I think that makes sense. But for me, who is like hoarding makeup palettes, I don't think I need it. Now let's talk about Glowish. Now you guys know I love my Glowish bronzer. They recently came out with their face powders and their blushes. Now their blushes, I kid you not, they would be like this much. Like they are tiny, tiny blushes. I will never give $22 for that tiny powder blush. I mean, I am a blush fanatic. I have so many blushes in my collection. I don't think I need a glowy blush, one, and I don't want to pay that much for like such a tiny blush. That looks like a mini blush. Okay, and for the face powder, I'm definitely not up for a glowy face powder just because I have a lot of texture on my face and I definitely do not want to emphasize that, so I would stay away from that. So if you guys do have texture, I would stay away from it, but if you like a glowy finish, I think it would be nice because her bronzers are really good. Now let's talk about Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics. I recently did pick out a bunch of things from Jaclyn Cosmetics and I really like the quality of the products that she's come out with. I really like her bronzing and the blush duos. I really love her highlighters. I really like her lipsticks. So she's coming out with like a holiday collection which is mainly like ice themed. It's very silver and black font and all, but she's coming out with like single eyeshadow pots, very reminiscent of like Natasha Denona eye pot, if you know what I'm saying. I am not in a market for like single eyeshadows. I am really not, unless it's like an indie brand. This doesn't look like exciting to me. It's very bronzy, it is very neutral, it is very gold. So I would stay away from that. And similarly for the Morphe palette also that she's recently released, which is the Divine Neutrals palette. Again, I did not pick that out. Although it is, I think the shadow quality would be absolutely stunning because I absolutely love her original Jaclyn Hill palette from Morphe and I constantly use it. I love the quality of that palette. So I don't doubt the quality of the Morphe palette that she collaborates with. But again, it's a very warm neutrals palette. If you are in the market looking for a warm neutrals palette, I think it's only $18. And I think that would be lovely if you are like a golden bronze lover. I think you would absolutely love it. Let's talk about another release which I'm very excited about. This is not a holiday release, but it is a newest launch from LYS Beauty. I'm very keen on trying her powder highlighters. I am so keen and that looks gorgeous. I'm not very much into like liquid highlighters, so I would skip on that, and not even that glowy serum that she's come out with, but the powder bronzers seem very exciting. At some point I would definitely pick that up. Now the other brand that is releasing their holiday palette for 2021 is MAC Cosmetics, and they are releasing a bunch. They have lipsticks, they have lip glosses, they have eye pencils, they have so much. They have brush sets, they have glow duos, they have face palettes. Again, they're coming out with like single eyeshadows. I think I have majority of the shades in my collection. I'm not in the market for single eyeshadows, so again, I will stay away from that. Again, MAC is a brand which is not like drugstore, so I would definitely stay away from that if it doesn't like piques my interest to another level. Now another palette which I think it's really interesting, but I don't know about the quality at all, but by the looks of it really looks nice, is by Makeup Revolution and Matrix collaboration, and this is their XX Revolution. Now Makeup Revolution has so many inner brands in it which I have no idea how to even like what comes under what, but this is XX Revolution and Matrix collaboration, and their shadow palette is called Trinity Luxe Shadow Palette, and this retails at $25. Now this has a mix of greens and purples and like, you know, jewel tones and pastels and pinks and all in it. I think the palette looks absolutely stunning because I have my like staple purple palette, which would be the Anastasia Norvina 5 palette, and I have greens with the Glamlite Dirty Martini palette. I think I'm good on that. I don't want to test out a palette and get disappointed right now in this era where brands are coming out with like stunning palettes. So so it would be on the backseat, but I'll be very curious how other people things, and if it is on sale I might pick it out in near future, but not right now. Let's talk about Lunar Beauty, and Lunar Beauty did come out with Moonspell Volume 2 palette. That palette looks stunning. Again, a purple palette with like pops of reds and pinks in it. Looks very similar to the Moonspell 1 with pops of pinks and purple, but it is definitely different with like reds and more poppy shades. I personally have never tried Lunar Beauty palette before, but again, these are all the shades that I already have in my collection. I am a big fan of their blush palette, so I again do not doubt his quality at all. And Manny MUA, I'm a big fan of his channel. He just makes me laugh like no other. So I would be very interested in trying it in the near future. Again, right now, not needed. Now let's talk about the palettes that I really am so intrigued about. And for the first time, I'm very intrigued about the Viseart Holiday palettes. And they came out with like a cool tone purpley mauvey palette. Very similar to the Natasha Denona new retro palette, I would say, with 12 shades, but and also they have like a jewel toned palette. I love the color theory. Again, these palettes are like $44. So I would say for 12 shadows, and these are like tiny palettes, okay? These are not like big 14 shadows that we're talking about, but I think this is a great move from Viseart for that matter, because I've always seen Viseart like very muted or like very monochromatic looks, but jewel tone palette and those mauve tones like really call out to me. So both those palettes really interests me. I would definitely keep an eye on a sale, and whenever that sale is, I might definitely pick that up. Now let's talk about Kylie Cosmetics. Kylie Cosmetics came out with their Halloween collection, which is what is that? A Nightmare on Elm Street, I think that's what the palette is called, and the eyeshadow palette is $30. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, I think Kylie did just come out with like a red themed palette, like a leopard themed palette somewhere. I really felt I'm seeing the same collection again. I don't know, I was not sure about whether it's a new collection. It seemed very similar to that. I am definitely not going to pick that up, but the palette is like $30. So if you are a big Kylie fan, you might love it. I do not go with like makeup based on fans. If that was the case, every Makeup Revolution and Friends collection would be in my home, but that's not the case. I do not get connected with makeup like that. If the colors and the shades excite me and I know that the brand has amazing quality, that would be in my collection. Now, let's move on to Patrick Ta. I got a gift from a friend, the Patrick Ta Duo Blush with the cream and the powder highlighter. Now, Patrick Ta is recently coming out with the blush palette with like 3 different blush shades. One is more of a pinky side, one is more on the coral side, and one is more on like a I would say more on a muted chocolatey brown with a slight hint of red in it kind of a shade. I think it's a very good move on his hand. I think the palette retails for $58 is what I think I heard. $56 or $58. I don't think that's a bad price for like 6 shades with like 2 formulas each. But again, would I need it? I don't think so, just because I have a lot of cream products and blushes overall in my collection. So I'm going to skip on to that for this time for sure. I don't know. But yeah, it definitely does pique my interest. But do I need it? I do not need it. Again, on the similar grounds, there's another brand which I really love, and that's Danessa Myricks. This really called out to me, and this is their Lightwork Volume 3 palette. Now this retails at $125. So Pat McGrath, at least prices I would say, but it has 1 pressed glitter, 2 duochrome gels, 2 powder creams and 5 multi-chrome pigments. It looks stunning. Absolutely stunning. The only thing that is keeping it away from me is the price, and that's a big deal. I would not spend $125 on any makeup. At least not at this stage for sure. But does it pique my interest? I think this is very new in the industry. I think she's a great makeup artist, so she knows her colors and shades and all. It comes with like iridescent shades also right in the middle, which generally Terra Moons and Clionadh Cosmetics does. I think this is a great move at her end. And yeah, let's see if it comes on sale. I might, but 125 is really up there. So I would not pick it up right now. Now recently Wet n Wild did come out with their Little Twin Star collection. Now this seems super Gen Z, I would say. Very pastel-y shades in the eyeshadow palette as well as in the face palette. I think it is a face palette because it says Complexion Trio. Again, Wet n Wild is very like an affordable brand. So everything is like $8.99, $5.99. Makeup sponges are $6.99 with the cases. So I would say price-wise, that looks lovely. Again, those shades do not call out to me, so I am not big on it. So I would stay away from it. Now, last thing that I want to talk about is the Sephora collection. Now, Sephora is coming out with like tons of collection, out of which the one that really piqued out my interest is from One Size Beauty, and it is called their 3 Queen set, which comes with the primer, powder and setting spray. I think all of them are like mini sizes and comes at $42. I would see if I can snag that up in VIB sale or not, because that I think I'm gonna love all of it. I love their primer already. I do love their translucent setting powder. Setting spray, I've not tried it as yet, but would I love to try it? Yes, for sure. So yes, that definitely piqued my interest. So those are the things that I really am interested or am not interested in. Leave it down in the comment section below. In this holiday season, what are you planning to pick it up? What are like your top 5 things that you wish that would be in your collection? So if you did like this video, do give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and ring that notification bell so that you're notified every time that I post next. I generally upload every Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays at 9 AM Eastern Standard Time. Until next time, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.